Right, so I wanted to. Sorry, I was gonna have a rest for a few days, but yeah, I can't just sit on my ass doing now. I wanted to explain a little bit about the circuit and how it works. My voice is going. Right, I've been making improvements. That's the original board design. This is going to be the new design. So everything's back to front because it's when it's printed out on a when it's printed out on the photo etch toner and it's transferred to the board, it's the right way around. So that's why it's reversed at the moment. But this is the new design, and my switch is here. My 3D printed switch. I've made it a bit easy to understand. I've actually linked that and I've simplified it a bit. But the next design I'm going to have I have 5 switchable coils. I'm going to order some China. So it's going to be probably a month or so before they get here. And yeah, so I'll explain a bit about the circuit and how it works. I'm knocking everything here. What have I done now? Oh, not the keyboard. That's basically what it'll look like. Similar anyway, but not exact. What's the keyboard come up for? Right. So this paper keeps falling off the table. Right, so the generator coils are in series. There's 2 generator coils. There's one on one pole and there's one on the opposite pole. Both of those coils are in series with each other and they feed through this circuit here. So the series generator coils come in, so they can't generate power unless they come through this circuit basically. So they come in through this circuit and the amount of capacitance and inductance that is across here, the more the better really, but the more you put on there the more drag. But what happens is the power comes in, forget that resistor, I've taken it out, it's not there anymore. This is just connected to that same rail basically. Well actually this rail is not here. Oh, actually, yeah, forget that. That's not there. That's not there. I need to print another schematic out. So this capacitor's gone. This one's connected to the blue highlighted trace. This here, right? So what happens is power from the generator coil comes through here, charges up these capacitors, and there's a delay on the inductors so that they basically cascade. So basically there's a cascading charging effect. So these capacitors help to produce the output power, but a certain amount of this power is tapped off. Some of it's tapped off through the triac down here, which is sent to a separate coil, which is the exit coil, which cancels out some of the drag. So what we're doing here basically is a balance between power generated and power shunted to cancel the drag. So when I adjust this trimmer here, this pot here, what we're doing is we're setting the timing so that the trigger of the triac comes on quite late at a point when the rotors that are generating the power, the magnets are about to leave the coil. And as the magnets are about to leave the coil, the triac is turned on. The power that's in these capacitors is shunted to the exit coil. And when that happens, we actually produce another back EMF circuit through here to the generator coil. Right, you get that? So it's a balancing act really. It's a seesaw balancing act really. because it's dependent on the speed, as in frequency, because the faster it goes, the higher the frequency, slower it goes, lower frequency, and so the frequency shift happens, and that's why we have to adjust this triac. Anyway, my voice is going, so that's all for now. A little explanation. I've just put a bigger resistor in here because that other one I didn't trust it. Also, I put two 10 microfarads in instead of 4.7 microfarads. The new circuit, well, when I print it out, there's going to be 10 there, 10 there, and 10 there. So there's going to be 30 microfarads instead of 4.7s. The reason for that is I'm trying to get a bit more juice out of it, and I'm also trying to store more power for the exit coil. So it's a balance. So the more I put on here, the better it'll be overall, because I'll have more power for the exit coil too, as well as the generator coil, so it balances itself out. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm dying.